Hi, this is Ernie. I'm the guy who had 6,000 in checking account to now having millions of dollars. Today I want to talk about ideas to make money. But before I get there, I'm going to talk about something from the Bible. And I understand if this is not your thing, you could just skip or scroll, whatever you want to do, or fast forward. But I think it's really relevant, so I want to share it. And it's from a local church that we decided to go last week and this week. And it's a story about three servants. So master is going to go somewhere and decide to give 5 bags of silver to one servant, 2 bags of silver to one servant, and 1 bag. And for those who know this story, 5 decide to invest. Actually, the word is invest. Invest, double the money. And when master came back, they were like, oh, you're an amazing servant. I'm going to give you more responsibility and I'm going to reward you. Second servant also invested, that's the quotation in the Bible, and double the money. The third one ended up digging a hole or under the mattress, in our terms, and did not do anything with it because he was afraid to lose that money and get lectured and scolded by the master. And of course, when the master came, he was like, oh, you lazy SOB, blah, 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 and decided to kick him out. Why am I talking about this? Because we have all been given a different amount of silver or talent. Some are very fortunate. I have friends who have, parents who have hundreds of millions of dollars. I have friends who came from a very poor family where they had to rely on food stamps. We are all dealt with different cards or different bags of silver. But if you look at the first two, the one who received 5 versus 2, the 2 actually did not go and complain. It's like, why did I only get 2 bags of silver where the other guy received 5? Of course, this is a parable. This is not a real story, right? I think, and this was the message from the pastor, it's not about how much you received or how many different talents you have received, how much blessing you have received. It's all about what you do with it. So I try to find, long time ago, I grew up, being a Sunday school teacher and all that. I try to figure out what is my talent. So I try to teach kids before to think whether I have a talent in that. I used to be a Sunday school teacher playing guitar, gospel music. No, not really good at it. I try different things. I try to play golf, tennis, pickleball, a variety of things. Pickleball I absolutely love, and you guys probably know that. But I realized my passion is teaching people how to manage money and help them become financially successful. And this teaching portion of it, I believe is my passion, because in my consulting, that's what I do too. I'm coaching and teaching clients, CEOs, the CMOs and COOs, how they could run their operations better, how could they be more profitable, how they can go into different markets. That has been my passion, except now I have applied this to stock market for the last 30 some years, right? So how is this related to the initial topic of how we're going to make money? You guys all have talent, whether you believe it or not. So what you have to do is figure out what talent you have and how are you going to utilize it to make money. Dear friend of mine is really good at taking photos. I won't name his name. Photos, like writing a good description. So he's amazing at sourcing things, buying things cheap, and selling online. And he makes a killing. Another guy, he's really, really good at just figuring things out. And that's what he does for a living. Another person, believe it or not, we have a cleaning lady outside. They're really good at cleaning. They're amazing at what they do. And you say, I don't want to clean somebody's toilet. But if you're really good at it, there is a market for people like that. So I want you guys to figure out what your talent is, and don't let it rot. Don't put that talent under the ground, under the mattress, and not fully utilize it. Some might be playing pickleball. And believe it or not, this is something that you guys can do as well. I post a couple of videos, and then company named Jojo Lemon decides to send me. By the way, this is one of the, I think, not one of the best pickleball paddle. But another company decided that, hey, I saw that video, can you promote our product? So they sent me a new paddle. So if you want to utilize TikTok to make money by promoting products, I mean, there is an opportunity to do that. And another way to do that is, let me show you what I do and what I mean by this. I learned to do this with a friend of mine. A friend of mine says, companies are giving you tons and tons of money. So all you have to do is ask. So when I sold my property and decided to create an account, LLC account, and deposit $250,000 into Charles Schwab, I called him and said, hey, do you guys have any new money offer? And he says, yeah, of course we do. And what did he do? After keeping my account for 45 days, they gave me $800 for free. And he does that for a living. He has a website where he has all the promotions where you can get free money or like free credit card offers like this so that people can benefit from it. Similar to what I do, but just a different sector. And he makes a killing. He makes $1 million a year doing this. And another friend of mine, he's like, I'm not the type of a person who can sell or who can talk in front of the video, although I don't think I'm a good speaker. I think he could do a better job at it. But to him, it's all about getting side gig. And he goes to Upwork and find jobs. And believe it or not, look at this one. Go to Market Enterprise. They're willing to pay $90 to $145 an hour, and they already spent $100,000. So they're willing to spend money. All you have to do is just apply with a catchy, cover letter so that you'll be able to get a job like this on the side. And I have a friend who's really good at yoga. I mean, that's what she loves to do. So she, rather than trying to be a yoga teacher, I understand sometimes it's hard to pay bills just being a yoga teacher. So she got a corporate client, and using corporate clients, she goes to like different offices and teaches yoga on a I think weekly basis. So she does really, really good. I have somebody who's really good at cooking. So he used to work for a hotel restaurant in California. Now he has his own restaurant and he's doing extremely well. I think it's more of a food truck than a restaurant, but extremely successful. Another guy, his passion was making ramen, like Japanese ramen. Successful, but he said, nah, I want to do burgers. So he opened up a burger shop and there are people lining up, sold out every single day. So whole idea of this video is you have been given a talent, whether you know or not. It's just you have to figure out for yourself how you need to use that talent in order to make money. And in the process, you do something good for the society, good for other people, amazing. But please try to figure out what your talent is so that you'll be able to fully utilize it and help you achieve that financial freedom down the road. And it will be sooner than you think. I know I talked a lot. I apologize. I tend to do this quite a lot, but hopefully this was useful. Hopefully this was a little motivational. I'm not, known to give motivational talks, but yeah. And if you have any ideas, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to bounce back ideas with you, or even connect you with someone who has done this before, so that you know what to do and what not to do. Please like, repost, and comment, and I will see you guys soon.